Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Coach Dillingham told me pregame he understands just how important this game is, but he's tried to take that pressure off of his players. He said, it's us. We just have to focus one play at a time and doing your job every down. He understands this environment will be a challenge, but he believes they will have the better composure and poise to compete here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Cowboys ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the return, it's Hamilton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Back's got it on the screen. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These 2 teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Still on his feet. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down to the air. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. They will score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And Kenny Dillingham, man, he knows how to coach offense, and he got that big extension this offseason, and he immediately took it and invested in the wide receiver position. Like, to make it easy for his quarterbacks, got 2 of the best ones in the portal. They expect the pass game to continue to grow and develop, even though Sam Levitt took off.
Well, and you got to replace Jordan Tyson. In my eyes, he was the best receiver available in the draft from a season ago. And so you got some new faces coming in, throwing it around. You got some new bodies catching it as well. This is an offense with tons of potential, but those playmakers outside and some of these new faces, they have to gel with their quarterback quickly.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Again, it's Brown. Got the first down, and he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
To the air, it's Bowling. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Moves to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Turns up, it's Anderson. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Right side, it's Miller. Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Harris. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as long as Kenny Dillingham is calling plays for Arizona State, I think the quarterback's going to be fine. New guy, new face, but here's what they did. They surrounded him with elite weapons from the portal. Kenny Dillingham, again, is a great play caller. Palmer, I look forward to watching him settle his guy in and seeing what he can get out of a first-time starter.
Well, they got a lot of experience coming in out of the portal to replace one of their big stars in Sam Levitt, obviously. You bring in Keene, who's played a lot of snaps, thrown for a lot of yards in his collegiate career at a couple different spots, and a very interesting young prospect in Cutter Boley, who showed flashes during his time at Kentucky as well.
Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. From deep, it's Page. Discards it with the stiff arm. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Hits the hole, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Trying to establish the run. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Caught, and he's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Handoff to the single back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't shown great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a third and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have fourth down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn with the run game.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, ASU. The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Hawkins. There he goes. The 50. The 40. The 20. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cowboys!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How about this? It's the strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You could tell, saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
Here's a give to Robinson. after that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sets his feet. It's Bowling. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Leaves it short.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. Inside the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Fielded in the end zone. It's Page. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Offense in a split backfield. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They were all over it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Green. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
He's past the sticks. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Cowboys!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air, it's Bowling. Fires immediately. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to get the first through the air. Reels it in. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he found the space on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this can happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. He gave him time to react, and he almost pulled off the interception. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Boley. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Harris. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Texas A&M with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Fighting off the defender. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Green. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Gain of 25 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Cowboys are rolling down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for running room. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
From the gun, it's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Push is ahead. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hits inside. It's Hawkins. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Robinson again. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throwing right. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
And the offense gets pretty lucky there. Third down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Changing the routes with his receivers. Needs it here on 4th down. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Back to pass. It's Boley. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. No hesitation. situation. No trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Here's Brown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He got it beat down inbounds.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
DB's right up on the receivers. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Wide open spaces. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Left side, it's Miller. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Handoff for Brown. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Drops back. It's Spaulding. got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. Driven back.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown ASU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. Got enough for the 1st down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times.